All right, December 21st, 2022. Tesla. Currently sitting at just under 140. I saw a print of 137 earlier this morning. You mean electric Jesus really isn't your Messiah? Who would have guessed it? You mean Tesla really is just a low margin car company? Get out of here. Come on. Blasphemous. Well, here's the thing, guys. It's standard thinking. I realize Mike Norman doesn't have a grasp on basic investment thinking, but you had to know. If you didn't believe it a year or so ago, you certainly believe it now. The market going up every day for the previous 2 years was a little extraordinary, a little crazy. Guys, when you're in a market like that, if you want to buy and hold, at that point, you've got to buy and hold the best of the best, like an index. Not something like this shit. Now, again, I realize dopey Mike Norman suggested that Tesla was fully valued at its close to the current splits, $400. And I laughed at the time saying, how many times over fully valued? No idea. No clue what value means. The guy's clueless. And the funny thing is, and I've given you links in the previous videos, I may do it again here before we're done. The funny thing is, he supposedly teaches a version of value stock picking. I don't know, the MMT way, whatever that means. Because a value in a company has nothing to do with MMT theory. So I don't know how he makes the connection, but we all understand how his mind works, or doesn't work in most cases. But the end of it is, the guy has no clue. And when a market is as heady as it was, you cannot be in this clearly overpriced shit like Tesla and Amazon. Large cap companies that people think are so-called safe, but they're so damn overvalued, especially in Tesla's case, because they are nothing but a low-cost car company. Is this as low as it's ever going to get? I don't know. If the market starts to move up, Tesla will likely bottom. So is that probability greater than 50%? Well, I'd say so. But understand, Tesla in no means is a value stock. It's not really an investment. It's a dice roll on their other businesses, because their car businesses, or their car business, was never that far ahead of the pack. The whole thing was a sham. Oh, and by the way, their semi-truck, 6 years behind schedule, supposedly rolled out. Do not look for one on an interstate near you. Now, I'm no EV Luddite, but folks, if you want to do last mile stuff and you use a smaller EV vehicle, a truck, hey, fine, that's great. But this semi is meant for interstate travel, thousands of kilometers, thousands of miles, and it's the wrong vehicle for the job. You know, you've heard the term, or the old saying, if you build it, they will come. That's not going to be the case with this semi. If you build it, they're just going to laugh at you and keep using their diesel so they can get there in time. Wow. So there's a lot of headway still to be made in all of this stuff, and Tesla is freaking pissing into the wind in a lot of it. But enough about Tesla. Let's get back to dipshit. Marcus just gave you the optimal buying window. I say again, Mike. I say again. What does it matter? You've been optimal window buying all year. Guys, go back. 5 months ago. I guess evidently closer to the end of July, since I have July here. I just went through and randomly and quickly picked all the times this guy helped you commit financial suicide. January 10th, covered his market shorts. So this guy has been long since the second week of January. February 7th, get ready for a bounce. Remember, this is all on the back of the market just gave you an optimal buying window. What does it matter, Mike? Nobody can do that now following you. They're screwed. March 17th, get ready for the FOMO rally. April 22nd, sell all you want, but this is a major bull market setup. April. This is your MMT view of attempting to trade the markets and out-trade the market. May 4th, the worst is over. My favorite. May 27th. Bullish. July 15th. Hey, why not? Bullish mode back on. And for the 6 months following or 5 months following at that point, I just didn't follow it up because you got more of the same and you get more of the same and it keeps going and it keeps going. Barry McBrush. You know what that is? That's sucking on Mike's knob. That's what that sounds like. Barry McBrush trying to talk with a friggin' knob in his mouth. Join our team. See how hard Mike works. Listen, there's no doubt this guy works. Well, he puts in some effort. What does it matter? It's pointless. If I pushed against a block wall as hard as I could for 8 hours straight, that would be shit tons of effort. I would get nothing done. Point made. Great work, Mike. Barry McBrush. Come on. Anyone who hasn't joined the Trader by now is really missing out, in my opinion. Yes, thank you for that. That saved you, McBrush. Your opinion. Your opinion is worth shit. Oh, wow. Where do you get the tax drain information? I'm very interested in it. You need to sign up for his Understanding the Daily Treasury Statement course. Mike teaches you how to do that. And again, I ask you, what would it matter? The king himself. The king himself got it wrong all friggin' year. Horribly wrong. What's the point at that point? And anyway, you don't have to sign up for anything from some friggin' scammer, some con artist. I'm just saying. Clicky, clicky on the linky, linky. Maybe that's all you need to do. Somebody update Gavin here on the course to take if you want to see something about tax drain information. And of course, those of you that can contact him, Connor, let him know where to find the stuff. CQ2. From there, you can link over to the repo page, and Bob's your uncle, so to speak. Of course, going to the CQ2 page would remind you why. You just need to ignore all the dumb bullshit that's going on here. Because this clown has these calls and the same thing for the 5 months afterwards, proving to you that this clown couldn't help you at all. In fact, instead of having you stop out and try again later, off the back of a market that had straight up for 2 years, so you knew there was huge potential for a lot of stuff to go down, he told you, nah, don't worry about it. I'm right. I mean, I'm right from January 10th. Covered the market shorts. We're going higher, right? Right? That's how wrong this guy is. Barry McBrush. Barry. Somebody get hold of this guy. Tell him I'm willing to lay what? $500, $1,000 on the table? Maybe he can call it. Show me your portfolio and how you did with this clown's calls. Hey, Mike, Coinbase. Wait a minute. Where are we at? Oh, 35. A live price, 34.80. 34.82 bid. I don't know, Mike. This is his best idea. Oh my gosh. This is exactly what not to do at the tail end of an extremely heady market. Exactly what not to do. Dipshit did it anyways. All the wrong moves. Hey, Mike, close your YouTube channel. You hack. You loser. 550 views. The same dozen dipshits. Support the channel. Well, I'm doing my best, buddy. I'm giving it as much YouTube views as I can muster. Not much at my end. And by the way, the combination, I don't know what these people have less of. Money to invest the Mike Norman way or IQ points. I don't know. Close your YouTube channel down, Mike. You're a loser. No one is ever going to support you. Just give it up. Quit YouTube, Mike. And I'll close with the following. Those of you that have frequented my channel for the last, well, at least 13 months, I've been showing this chart on screen live, updating it every time we stopped out and got back in. So this is outs and ins, full cycles. Now the blue line was individual stops and re-entries, profit above zero, losses below zero. So you can see not much better by eye of a 50-50 shot. So I lost half the time. Is that what you need to be focusing on? No, people. That's what dipshits like Mike Norman focus on. He says, you can't do this well. Stopping out is telling the market you know it's going lower and you don't know that. He says that. Everyone listening long enough can recite my answer. Mike not stopping out is telling the market you know it's going higher and you don't know that either. So all you can do is stop out using some system that hopefully you've tested and checked, mathed out, something Mike Norman has never done and never will do. If he mathed out his MMT trader shit, you would see it. Nobody should be fooled by that level of idiocy. But people love stories and they love losing money and they like all comfy freaking bedtime stories far better than they like the truth. Because the truth is a bitch. It oftentimes causes you to, quote, make the wrong move. Who gives a shit? You don't know. Making a move and it being wrong is no worse than not making a move, and that also being the wrong move. Be proactive. The end of 13 months of 54 stop-outs, which is shitloads. It tells you, without even knowing what the market looks like, how bad it was in the last 13 months, because it was stop-out city. 54 times we saved 354 and a quarter ES points. This thing rounded it, but we don't have tenths, we have quarters. 354 and a quarter ES points saved. And that's on a 50-50 proposition. This, in its absolute simplest form, is what we ended up saving. And that doesn't even include, if that wasn't good enough, it doesn't include this. The times we weren't in the market and it went down. Look at this one. So we didn't have any points to save. So all these flat lines are the times we were out of the market. There's been shit tons of them this year. And you can see below what the S&P has done. It's been just dropping when we were out of the market. The last 2 weeks, people. The last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks. We've been almost the entire time in cash. What's the market doing today? Oh, wow. It's up 1% as we speak. Market's been open for close to 45 minutes now. Mike, believe it or not, don't give a shit, buddy. We got back long last night. And I never speak that close to the real market positions we have because I do not want to lessen the value of my Patreon service to my Patreon members. So I never speak about current trades. But I can do this now because we got back in after sitting out for almost 2 weeks straight, missing the whole drawdown, or most of it. Not all of it, most of it. That's what we've done, Mike, following an actual mathematical process, an algorithm that's tried and true. It doesn't mean it doesn't lose. Shit, you loses a lot of times. I point to this, where if you looked at this, you'd think, well, you're probably flat. Lots of winning and lots of losing going nowhere. The blue individual ones. No, it's the cumulative that counts. And again, that doesn't even include the times we weren't even in the market to lose any money. So yes, folks, keep investing and losing with this idiot, listening to lies and bullshit and make yourself happy, as if optimal buying window at this point means a damn thing. The first guy that comes out, here's the thought. The first guy that comes out on tonight's video, if this market stays up, and if Mike says, come on, everyone say it with me, I told you so. If he said, I told you so, you come here on my video that I'm posting right here, this one, and you lay it down. You be the first one in. I'm not going to give you any money. I'm just going to give you a clap, a hand clap, and a pat in the back, and an attaboy, because you know he's a bullshitter. So if you want bullshit, stick with the guy. You know who the king bullshitter is. Or you can make 2023 and the rest of your investing life and decisions more intelligently made. If you want a proven trading portfolio, no bullshit, real trades all the time. I don't need to come out with daily videos because I'm not trying to impress you with bullshit. That's the domain of asshats like this. If you want a real deal, here it is. Patreon.com/Koyas Quantitative.